Hey everyone, Dr. Troy Dukowitz here of Retention Secrets, where our purpose is to increase patient certainty so we can increase patient retention. This is your March 2020 overview. We've got 5 weeks plus a bonus tip. Let's get going. Week number 1, it is a postcard. It's essentially a postcard. It's got a picture of a kid screaming. It's got another picture of a kid listening. And we're simply talking about kids in chiropractic. Very simple. We're hitting people with the visual because we know that visual images, boom, stimulate people's thinking and it draws them in with connection. So we're going to use this as a simple tip of kids in chiropractic and opening up the doorway and conversation for you and your patients about getting their kids checked if they're not in, or about how powerful it's been for the parents who are getting their kids checked. That's week number 1. Week number 2. Week number 2 is chiropractic puts a bounce in your step. We're playing off of, like, look, I get it. It's St. Patrick's Day this month, and you can play off that if you want. We're using green. We've got some 4-leaf clovers and a couple of tips, but it's a matter of, we're going to go ahead and play off this theme of March Madness, and chiropractic helps to get bounce back in your step. And we're basically talking about, now, this is a novelty item 1, and I hope that you'll do this. You get a basketball or a Nerf ball, and you ask people, what does this basketball have to do with, what do you think? Your health and chiropractic. And so what did we talk about? We get to talk about results. Results. That's what people want. That's what their friends want who aren't yet coming to see you. They want results. And so you talk about how chiropractic helps people to bounce back from injury, bounce back from being sick. Moms, it helps moms bounce back after they've been pregnant, or it helps them to actually have better pregnancies. Watch how you use that one, but it makes it easier. Watch how you say it. I'm trying to warn you, but you get to talk about how you've had women who say, like, oh yeah, I've had 3 and 4 pregnancies, and my 4th pregnancy was with chiropractic, and it was so much easier. Again, men, do not act like it's easy. It's really not. Be compassionate. But still, you get the point, right? So it's the ability to take this basketball and talk to them about how chiropractic has had all these, even with back and neck pain, it's helped them to bounce back, and all these differences and results it's made in their life. Now, we do have a paper tip. You can use it if you want to be boring, but you can use it if you want. So that is week number 2. Then we move on to week number 3. Ark Madness. Ark Madness. You heard that right. And we're talking about the cervical curve. So we have an x-ray, a picture of an x-ray, half-page tip, paper tip, half page of it is about a cervical x-ray, normal and straight neck. And we get to talk about how that affects the brainstem, how it affects the spine, how it affects the nerves, how it affects and puts pressure on the cord. So this can lead you down a passionate discussion about what? Posture. If you're a person who specializes in working on cervical curves, you can have that conversation. It can help you to talk about headaches, maybe ear infections. It can help you to talk about allergies and signs. There's so much going on up here in this place, right around the dome, that it opens up a ton of conversations about what does nerve interference do here? What does interference to the cord do here? What does pressure and tension on the cord do? I love conversations here because I can say, look, if there's pressure on the cord here, how does it affect the rest of the body? So you get to have super, super powerful conversations with people about cervical curve. If you want to throw a novelty item in here, you can. Go get I was going to say a donut. Go get a banana, and you can take the banana and you can show people that this is essentially what a normal cervical curve should look like. And then again, you can show them the x-ray. Now, don't get caught up in the x-rays here. It's super easy to get caught up like, oh, I don't want to sit there and explain x-rays. It's going to take too long. No, man, it's simple and it's quick. Can you see? These are the bones. These are the bones. These bones are doing this. These bones are doing this. Which one looks healthy? Which one looks normal? And all of a sudden you can point out specific things. Here's where the disc space, it doesn't take long. I can do this in 15 seconds, explain this to somebody, and that 15 seconds is completely worth it. When they start to understand, they might start remembering their own x-rays, they might start looking at the posture of their kids, their husband, their spouse, their coworkers, and start to realize, holy shit, these people are going down a detrimental path for their health. It's time to get them in. And that's where you should be leading them, is down the path of a referral. Because when you start talking posture, it's something that everybody sees. So that would be a great place to go with this particular tip. All right, let's move on. The next tip, after we leave Ark Madness, we're going on to the ABCs of chiropractic. That's week number 4. And we're talking about how we're using ABC, the acronym of ABC, to talk about, basically we're talking about the nervous system, we're talking about blockages, and we're talking about chiropractic. And so this is a super, super easy way to explain chiropractic. All things in your body are controlled by your brain and spinal cord. And then B, it's bad to have interference. And then C, chiropractic helps to remove the interference. Super fun, easy tip. And guess what? It gives people the foundational layer and understanding of chiropractic. This is like a mini healthcare class. Holy crap. In one simple tip. Going to be easy, going to be fun. And I personally am inviting you to do this. Talk to them about it every single day. You can do A if they're a 3-time-a-week person, do A, then do B, then do C on those 3 days of the week. But bring this up over and over and over again. Repetition is the mother of learning. This is the foundation of chiropractic. Then we go to the final week, week number 5. And in week number 5, we have the healthy final 4. We've got a bracket set up for you on a paper tip. We have a bracket set up for you. And in the final 4, we've got chiropractic, we've got mindset, and or sleep. You get to pick them. You can edit these how you want. We've got nutrition on the other side and exercise. And we're simply talking to people about how chiropractic brings out the champion in you. And when you're doing these things, these elements for your health, these are the things that are going to help you to be healthier and really get the full benefits of chiropractic. Obviously, the number one seed is chiropractic. Now, the bonus with this one is it's coming the same week. This is coming at you the same exact week of the final 4. So, and by the way, it doesn't matter if you're a sports fan. Again, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. What does matter is we find different ways and analogies to use to explain to people what chiropractic is. It's exactly what we're doing here. Finally, we have your bonus tip, and with your bonus tip, oh, I love this one. It kind of, for some reason, Dr. Seuss popped into my head. And I said, okay, so, Oh, the Places You Go. You ever heard that one, right? Oh, the Places You Go. There's a book, beautiful book, written by Dr. Seuss. So this one we're doing is Oh, How Far You've Come. Oh, How Far You've Come. And this is last month we had What Do You Love About Chiropractic? And it was a page that was split up into 4 squares. And you had people write mini testimonials. Oh, How Far You Come is taking us down a slightly different path. And what we're going to do with this is we're actually going to have them write where they were and where they want to go, or where they were and where they are now. Okay, where they were and where they are now. That's the focus of this tip. Where they were, where you were when you started care here, where you are now. Now, you might have somebody who's only been with you for a week, 2 weeks. There's still changes that they've seen right away. So here's where I was, here's why I came in here, and here's where I am now. A part of neurocommunication is the ability to build contrast, to help people to see contrast. In other words, if I'm doing a report of findings with you and I'm sharing with you chiropractic, I'm always going to draw a red apple by saying, okay, here's where you are right now. Life sucks, low energy, no sex, can't see straight, can't pee straight, can't run straight, nothing is straight. And then I go over here and say, but here's where you want to go. You want to have better energy, better sex. You want to be able to play golf again, and you want to be able to play basketball and get on the floor with your kids. These are all images that person can see, and there's a contrast between what's shitty and what is great. This is where they want to go. That is contrast. People can relate to contrast and they can see it. And so it's super important to bring contrast into something like a report of findings, but also your patient education. And so from a patient education standpoint, we're saying, hey, look, for this bonus tip, we're saying, where were you when you started here? And here's where you are now. And then we get to talk to them about how that has nothing to do with luck. It has everything to do with them staying on track with their appointments. It has everything to do with them having a desire to be better, to live better. It has everything to do with them being a part of a chiropractic family. And we're so honored for you to be here. You're going to celebrate with them. And the people who really start to rise to the surface on this, those are the ones that you want to make sure you hit with who they know, who they've shared this with, or when they start, and the beauty of this is some people don't even notice the changes. That's why you bring it to light. You bring this to light to them, because some people don't even notice the changes. So when you bring this to light for them, what starts to happen is they go, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that. I didn't realize all these things changed. I do this for my clients all the time. We have conversations and I'm like, man, look at the month you've had. And I say, win. And they're like, I had no idea I had all these wins. I had no idea. Your patients forget about these things. They forget where they came from. And so it's super important to remind them of where they came from and point out the victories of where they are today. And when you do that, that's going to increase their certainty around chiropractic, but it's also going to open the opportunity for you to have a conversation with them, a very important conversation with them about who do they need to share this with? Have you shared these changes with people? Have your friends see these changes in you? Has your spouse, significant other, seen these changes in you? And if not, what can we do to make sure that we bring these to light so people can see the power of what's happened with you under care in our office? This is a great opportunity for you to open a door of referrals and testimonials if you want them. I mean, I know you probably don't want them because you probably have enough. It opens up both of those doors. You better walk through it. It's a great opportunity that I'm setting you up for here in the month of March. That's all I've got for you here today. I'm Dr. Troy Dukowitz. This is your overview for the month of March. Go get it. Go have fun. This is a super, super fun month with a novelty item, with great pictures to be able to use to stimulate conversation. This is going to be a top-notch month. We'll see you next time. I'm Dr. Troy Dukowitz. This is Retention Secrets, where our purpose is to increase patient certainty so we can increase patient retention.